What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be talking about bookkeeping, more in depth on what exactly a bookkeeper does and how they perform their tasks and how they help your business. My name is Nelson Aguilar. I am the founder of Mint Ledgers, an accountant for 14 years, 12 years in the corporate sector. And in my time with the corporate sector, I learned how businesses run their businesses most effectively, how they earn money and save money on taxes. Now I'm helping small business owners and individuals like yourself run your businesses and save money on taxes. If you like this content, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, as we'll continue to roll out more content like this. Now, we're going to take a different approach from what you've seen in the past or heard of bookkeeping. We're going to simplify the process so that you can better understand what bookkeeping is and how it may help your business. Now, most businesses have business accounts, whether it's a checking or a savings account, even credit card accounts. And we use those accounts to fund our business and run our business effectively. We may use those business accounts to fund payroll, to buy expenses, to pay landlord fees, for advertising, all sorts of stuff. And so what ends up happening is we take our credit cards, checking accounts, and we utilize them throughout the month. Now, all those transactions are ins and outs from our bank accounts. But what happens at the end of the month, or what should happen at the end of the month, is you should be classifying these transactions and categorizing them. Every transaction should have a home to it. And some of these transactions may fall under your profit and loss, which is your income statement, and in some cases may fall under your balance sheet. That's kind of what the role of a bookkeeper is. And so we're going to walk you examples so that you can see what the flow is for a bookkeeper or accountant. On my screen, I have a case study. This is Craig's landscaping business, and Craig uses cards quite a bit this month. Now, Craig has 3 transactions that we've classified as income and 4 transactions that we've classified as expenses. Now, my role as the bookkeeper or the accountant for my clients is to ensure that every week, not just every month, but every week, and sometimes in some cases every day, we're working with our clients' books and making sure that we're categorizing all these expenses. Now, why don't we wait to the end of the month to do this? Well, because there could be potential fraudulent transactions that we need to communicate back to our clients. And so we're on top of their bank account activity in real time. If we wait to the end of the month, then we may have missed an earlier transaction that was fraudulent. It can create a bottleneck in their cash flows, which we don't want. The point of having an accountant or a bookkeeper is have someone strategically on your side to watch over your finances when you can't do it. Now that we've categorized all the expenses, we're able to tally them up and utilize the bank statement to reconcile the accounts. Now, why do we do this? Well, just because a transaction came into your QuickBooks software doesn't necessarily mean that it's correct. Sometimes QuickBooks, although it's a fantastic tool, sometimes they may duplicate transactions, or sometimes they may bring in a transaction from a prior period, or there just may be a mistake or a hiccup in the process. And so we want to make sure that the transactions that we've categorized are accurate, legitimate. And so that is why we use bank statements to reconcile the activity. This way, we know we can eliminate any human error and technical errors. Now, every transaction that we've accounted for ties back to the bank statement, and we're ready to move forward. With the use of all the transactions that we've categorized and reconciled, now we're ready to put together our financial statement or our profit and loss. In this case, Craig had income of $4,050, and we know that because we've categorized these transactions. He has expenses of $3,255 for a net income of $795. Now, with all this information, we're able to review our financial statements and make a real assessment of what the financial activity was for the prior month. We'll perform a comparison to prior months and even quarters before then. We can also look back at yearly activity and see how the company is performing in the current year. One thing that I like to do with my clients is establish a budget. It's very important that business owners have a vision of where they want to go. And a budget certainly puts that into perspective. It's kind of a roadmap and helps us keep track throughout the year to ensure that we're on target for where they want to be. And so the financial data that we just compiled is a good metrics for comparing it versus the monthly budget. It tells us if we're on track or if we're behind. Now that we've done all our comparison and analyzing of the financial statements, we're ready to communicate with our clients. And in our case, we have emails that go out to our clients, we have recordings that go out to our clients, and if needed, we also have phone calls. And so this allows for the business owner to understand how they performed in the last month. Now that we have all this in place, we can make better decisions. We can understand where costs need to be reduced or how business owners can make better investment decisions moving forward. Now, you may have thought for your own business questions like, I really want to hire help, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to take on that commitment. Or it would be really enticing and helpful for me to spend some ad space on Facebook or Instagram, or I'm not sure if my business can take on that investment just right now. And so with the use of our financial statements, we're able to make better decisions as to when your business can handle certain investments. If you haven't had any answers to some of those questions, it's likely that you don't have a sound bookkeeping system in place, and that's why you're struggling with some of those decision makings. I encourage you to look for help, someone, an accountant like myself, a bookkeeper that you can outsource your bookkeeping to, and allow you some time to get back to the things that you want to do the most, like servicing your clients and spend time with your family. That's it. That's bookkeeping in a nutshell. If you have any questions, please feel free to drop them down below. As always, we're here if you need any of our assistance.